Welcome to Bear Pantry Talk. This is the sister channel to the Bear Pantry Show. This is where you're going to find honest reviews, exciting unboxings, do-it-yourself projects, and engaging commentary.
Hey guys, how is everybody doing this blessed Sunday? Sorry I'm late. I was in the middle of taping one of my little reviews for Amazon and I didn't realize the time went by. Brenda texted me. Yeah, Brenda. Brenda's like, time. Hi, Bessie. Hi, Miss Lucky. Hi, Brenda. How is everybody doing? Is this a little bit too high? Please forgive me for being late. I don't like being late, but I was here early sitting waiting for the live to start. And then I realized, oh, shoot, I can do a review for Amazon for the mats that I bought for the kombucha jars. And I was like doing it over and over. And oh, you know, I'm a perfectionist. And then the time slipped me. So how is everybody doing today? So let's see what I title this thing. I'm going to relax. Oh, I'm going to show you my dress. You guys want to see my dress before we get started? Hi, Hazel. Hi. I'll show you afterwards. I'll show you towards the end because these pillows will move out of the way. But Jada bought this cult-looking dress a long time ago for herself, and she didn't like it because it looks like a cult member. And so I put it on today, and Joe goes, "You look kind of cute for a blessed Sunday." Girl, I'm hungry too, but I don't want to cook, so I'm pretending like I don't know there's no food, so maybe Joe will cook. Shh, 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 shh. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. So you guys know that I'm like all over the internet scouring for information and trying to do anything that I can to calm myself down over this horrid ordeal that we're all going through. It dawned upon me this morning when I woke up. Every time I wake up, I feel like the Holy Ghost give me new downloads, right? So it dawned upon me that I told you guys yesterday that this is the same way I felt when my mom died. I felt this horrid sense of loss. And I don't know if you've been in a room where there's a big mirror, right? It could even be a small one, but especially the big mirrors. And then suddenly that mirror is gone off that wall. You feel kind of closed in, don't you? Like mirrors open up a space to make you feel like the room is bigger, that maybe there's a doorway there or an out or something. And when the mirror is gone, you feel kind of closed in. That's how I felt when my mom died. Like a mirror was missing. A big, huge mirror was missing off of a wall or something, and I felt closed in, and the anxiety was really bad. And I don't think I ever addressed the anxiety. I don't think I felt like I had the right to address the anxiety because I'm not my mom's only child. I'm the second of four, and my youngest brother is the baby. So I felt like he should be surrounded more by us and uplifted by us, the older ones, because we had my mom for a longer time. I had my mom for almost 50 years, praise God. My sister had my mom for 6 years less than that. Do the math, 42 years. And my older brother had my mom for 51 years. And my younger brother had my mom probably only for 30 or 32 years. So I felt like that was selfish of me to like fall apart and start to talk to people about my anxiety and stuff like that. But I had Joe, and he helped me through a lot. So hi, Tahara. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Africano, you made it. What are we cooking? Africano should cook food for us today because we hungry. He should cook us something today. So anyways, I'm looking at a lot of videos and stuff like that. And I saw one lady come up and say that we shifted timelines. I'm like, what the hell? Is this Fringe? Now, you can get me to believe a whole bunch of mess, but I don't know that I believe that. I definitely do not believe in clones. Not that they're not working on it now. Don't get me twisted. They're working on cloning. They cloned Dolly the sheep, didn't they? And I really feel like they're working on cloning human beings too. But I think they're working like on maybe human beings that nobody cares about. They're not working on real life people that people know in public, because I have friends and family, MAGA people that was, well, I don't have them no more. They're gone. That would say, oh, Joe Biden's a clone, and Chuck Schumer is a clone and Nancy Pelosi's a clone too. They all on the real people are on some island. Like, well, why did they put them on the island, right? So I don't do that foolishness today. I'm cooking today. Are you always the cook? South Africa, are you always cooking? Don't worry. Brenda, don't worry about your phone spelling people's name wrong. Tahara know who the hell you were saying hi to. So I put those clocks behind me to show you, like, did we really jump timelines, right? So I used to watch that TV show Fringe. Show you how smart I am. I used to watch Fringe. I didn't always understand Fringe, but I did get some of it. Some of it I did get. I needed people to explain it to me, like my dad used to have to explain it to me. But I wasn't really super dumb because I got majority of it when other people around me weren't getting it. So I know that I wasn't that dumb. So it's alternate universes, right? So are we on an in an alternate universe? I don't think so. Honestly, I'm gonna be naming these things some clickbait titles because I like doing these videos right now because they're healing, they're helping me. I'm selfish right now. They're helping me. I don't know if they're helping you, but they're helping me. Remember house cleaning. If you are a MAGA Trump supporter and you voted for him and you're trying to come out of the cult because you've seen the light finally, welcome to the chat. You can comment whatever. But if you're still in the cult and you just want to troll us, we're just going to block you. We're not even going to fight with you. We're not even going to tell you to go jump in a lake of fire like we were doing the first few days. Just go away. Go away. Go to another basement place where somebody really accepts you because, I don't like to party with people that I don't like. If I'm having a birthday party or an anniversary party or something, I'm going to invite the people I like. I don't invite people just out of obligation. Oh, I'm going to have to invite her because no, I don't want she yet. So it's like, no. Anywho, I really don't believe that we're in an alternate universe, but I did feel something. In the Bible it says, and Bessie is in here, right? Is Bessie in here? I thought I saw Bessie in here. Pleasant greetings to you. Yes, she is. Bessie is our resident scripture person that we're going to go to because Bessie, Bessie is the whole preacher, right? So in the Bible, it says that all things work together for good for those that are called by God. Did I say that right, Bessie? For the righteous, right? And all of us are righteousness of God. Because why? Because we believe, right? We don't have to be holier than thou. We could be a hooker and still be righteous once you believe. So anyways, some people say that it was meant to happen this way, that I don't think it was meant to happen this way. I think free will intervened, and I really do feel like they stole this election. And I feel like because for years and years and years, the right have always spoken of a stolen election that never happened because they had all their investigations, nobody stopped their investigations, all their lawsuits, and nothing was ever discovered, right? They feel like we're not going to say that you guys want to say that. No, when we were saying it, you guys didn't like it. No, I wasn't one of them that didn't like it. I was one of them that said, look, investigate, because the thing that I love about America is that the voting is fair. We've never felt, we as Belizeans that belong to the United Democratic Party, ever since we were growing up, we never felt the elections were fair in Belize. We always felt wonky things happen while the other party just kept winning and winning and winning and winning. And we had one frigging prime minister for 33 years. And that man went to school with my grandpa and they were friendly. I don't know that they were friends, but they were friendly. He used to come to our house all the time, the prime minister, to beg my grandpa to vote for him. My grandpa said, no, George, I can't. You're my friend. And I think some of George people are my mom's people from the same grandpa side. But I don't like the way you're taking this country, and I'm not going to be voting for you. And they were civil, right? But every time we lost an election, our side, I remember feeling devastated. Not like this, but like, damn, again. When can I vote? Mom, when can I vote? Because I left Belize when I was 15, so I never voted in Belize. So by the time the party I belonged to won 2 different times, I was never there to enjoy it. You know what I mean? So my grandmother used to say, we won at the voting, but we lost at the counting. My grandmother used to always say that. And this is what's been making the rounds on TikTok right now, is that it's in the tabulation. When they put the ballots in that machine for the machine to count it, there's a code in there written by the hacker, you know who, I believe it's Leon, right? And it counts the votes the way they want it to be counted. And according to the hacker on Threads, Billy T 801, he said, because he said he hacks for big companies to find their vulnerability. I don't know if all this is true. We talking over here. This channel right now has become like a kitchen conversation type of thing, because this is what me and Joe would sit down with cousins and them and talk in the kitchen. Go, what do you think? I think that is. Oh my God, what do you think? And that's what we would talk. So that's what it's become right now. But we have to be very careful what we say, right? Oh my God, Bessie says some of the celebrities are clones, Bessie. Bessie, like who? Give us a couple of names. You think Jamie Foxx? You think Jamie Foxx is a clone? He look weird now, right? So anyways, the hacker said that that's where they did it in the tabulation. So I wrote this long thing on Facebook this morning. I don't write nothing on my Facebook page because I don't want to bring politics there, and that's why I'm not bringing this to my. I'm not taking this to my cooking page. You know, I think I did 2 lives right after the election. I might go privatize those and just keep it cooking. Keep the cooking over there. We're going to keep. This has always been talk. Bear Pantry Talk has always been about talk, right? So I said, okay, if this is true, because we always figured it was in accounting, but I'm thinking that when some people vote in a machine, don't they? Do everybody use ballots? Can you let me know? Because over here in California, we use ballots, those long things, and we have to take a black or blue ink pen and we bubble in the thing that we want. Bubble it real good. I tell everybody, bubble that sucker good. Don't do it no half-hearted way, right? And then I guess they put it through a machine to count it. But I have this imagination that in certain states people use an actual machine, like when you go to Vegas and do boop boop boop, and I thought they were just like boop, putting it for Trump. But I guess no, they're saying no, that's not what it is. It's the same ballot. They put it in a machine to count it, and when you voted for Kamala, the machine said that you voted for Trump when you did not. But your ballot is still there. Your ballot is still there. So some people did catch that when they got like a receipt of who they voted for or whatever, and they went and tried to correct it. And I don't know that they did, right? No, the hacker is saying that it's when they tabulated it, and if you go back and you hand count it, then you will truly see who the person voted for because they didn't change the ballot. It just got tabulated that way in the machine because they wrote the code in it well in advance. The hacker said that the scares, I have to be careful what I'm saying, in all the swing states was not to distract for them to go put the thing in the machine, right? That's not what it was for. That was for them to like distract so that you don't follow the chain of command as to what was going on. And so he said he sent his information. He said he used to get interviewed on TV by Lou Dobbs and yada yada, sent his information to Rachel Maddow and Midas Touch and Mark Elias and everybody that mattered. And I think if they're going to use him, they're going to use him. If you see him still talking on threads, then they haven't contacted him. If you see that Bali go quiet, then they've contacted him, right? Remember the person who was in the tutorial video of the celebrity new hairline? That was a younger clone of that celebrity. I don't know them people there. Jamie Foxx is one? Or you just answering what I said? My sister texts me. Yeah. So anyway, Brenna, thank you for texting me about the time too, because I was really embroiled in that darn thing that I was doing for Amazon. I think I might have to do the ending over though. Anyways, so because of all this tabulation thing, I don't think we're in a different timeline. I think people use their free will to cheat, and it's taking us off the history making path that we were on. And keep in mind, I'm not one of those that was just behind Kamala because she was a woman. All right. I was behind her because she was the best candidate. I was behind Joe Biden when he was running. I voted for him, and I would have still voted for him again. I think he's done a phenomenal job of running this country. Now, you're going to have people that are true millionaires and true billionaires that know why they want Trump to be in office because they want the tax cuts and get their trademarks and yada, 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 right? They have something to gain. Then you're going to have people who are thousandaires, right? They're just making a few $1,000s a year, right? Maybe they're making more than I do. Maybe they're making 30, 40, 50, 60, $100,000 a year, maybe six figures, right? And they feel like there's something. They feel like there's something above the rest of us that are not making that type of money. And they have this mentality that, I'm talking about especially some Black folks. They have the mentality that even though I'm Black, I'm talking about the person, not me, people that I'm watching. Even though I'm Black, right? I'm going to say the name, Nosy Ho. I used to watch that girl. I don't watch her anymore. But she's always had a mentality that she likes Trump because she wants Trump to get rid of all the Hispanicals. That's what she calls Hispanic people. And she also has a mentality that because she sells her entire soul and everything else to men online for money, and she probably makes good money at it, sending her feet pictures or, booty pictures, whatever pictures she's sending, she's a cam girl, that she has that mentality that I'm making all this money And other Black folks need to pull themselves up by the bootstrap and stop complaining, because they have a mentality that her and people like her have a mentality that Black folks just like sufferism. They like to suffer. And it's true to a degree. I feel like a lot of church people like sufferism, because I've seen a girl come on somebody else's platform, and every time she come up to talk about God, she's always talking about the goodness of God, how God's been good to her, but she always goes off the beaten path and start to tell about her entire horrid childhood, which I feel sorry for her childhood. I have empathy and sympathy, but it's just like sufferism. It's just suffer, 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 suffer. And then to me, she's all like, God put that on me because I'm his strongest warrior. I'm like, God didn't put that on you. That's other people free will that put that on you, right? So come back to the timeline thing. Yes, we got screwed because of their free will to cheat. I still think it's not over. I'm still positive, and I would still appreciate if you guys would be positive with me. Remind me to come back and tell you about the week when my mom was dying and that positivity thing, okay? I don't want to get sidetracked on the path that I'm on right now. So, I don't think we have to jump back on some specific timeline. I think once the truth comes out and the remedy is set, right? There's going to be a lot of chaos. There's chaos now, but there's a controlled chaos right now. There's us who was on the right side of history. I truly believe that. There's us who are on the right side of history that's going through a lot of grieving and mourning and devastation and fear and anxiety and depression. I've seen a card reader that I love. It's him and his twin brother, and he has his own channel, and then he made a channel with the brother, and because the brother was just learning how to read cards, but he's really good at it now. And they would meet up in person from time to time because they both live in the same area in the Bay Area, and a lot of times they would do it on Zoom. And ever since this thing happened on Tuesday, only the other brother that just learned is coming on trying to continue, because I feel like he thinks, he's helping us, and he is. He is helping us see things clearly, right? Because they're not just reading cards, they're telling their opinions just like I'm doing over here, right? So the other brother, the one that has been reading for over 4 years, he's devastated to the point that he can't even come back on camera. And not that he's embarrassed because, oh, I was wrong. He knows he wasn't wrong. He knows that free will stole this thing, right? But he's devastated. And the guy, the twin that's coming back on, Gary, he said that we are together, they're twins, and we are 59-year-old men, white in color, Catholic Christian, that probably would be the last people on Trump's list of people to suffer. But still, we are such empaths that we feel it so strongly for everybody else that's going to go through hell if he's actually installed. And they're devastated. And it just kind of hit me this morning when I woke up. Every morning, something new hits me. Yesterday I heard the name Jamie Raskin. Today I heard the name Liz Cheney. Now, you know how I feel about Liz. Liz is a Cheney after all. They are staunch Republicans. They don't want nothing to do with FOI policies. She voted 1,000,000% with Trump when Trump was in office. But that insurrection thing, that sent her over I think she was on the impeachment thing too, right? That sent her over the edge, man. And she wants him gone because she wants the Republican Party to go back to the grand old party. The Republican Party was not always bad. They're the ones that freed the slave, and the Democratic Party was shit. Remember back in the day? And so they wanted to, and I wanted to go back too because I want a fair fight. You know what I mean? I got amnesty when I came to this country, and Reagan I don't like Reagan, but he was the one that started the amnesty, but he didn't finish it because he didn't really want to give it to us. Bill Clinton had to finish it, but he didn't finish it in his first year. He finished it in his 8th year, but I'm grateful for it though. Bill, I'm grateful. I'm grateful. So it's like all of them have different agendas that they have to do, right? Obama, when he got in, I love Obama, but he deported a bajillion people too. He deported a lot of people, but he didn't put them in concentration camps like what Trump wants to do. Trump wants to gather up the homeless. My homeless people by the library, they don't bother nobody. I went out there today and one of them had some big ass Bluetooth boombox. I don't even know where they charge that stuff, probably when the library opened. And they were playing Queen and they were jamming, and I wanted to jam with them. Them homeless people don't bother nobody out there. They really and truly don't. And to me, they seem happier than us. They have no bills, no stress. Okay. Bessie, you're right. More people voted, and where are all these votes? Okay. I just didn't say the female saber hairline. Let me say. Wait, let me come back. I'm gonna come back and put your words on the screen because it helps Sarita a lot. But let me stay on this path. So I heard a voice say Liz Cheney, and I'm like, okay, so she's part of the thing too that's actually investigating this. Because as much as I don't trust Liz or like Liz, I feel like Liz would not be doing anything to bring this country down. I'm going to give her all that credit. So I think she's a part of the team. And yes, last night I told Joe, this is what I envision in my brain. I see, like, I watch a lot of Blue Bloods. I'm a great Blue Bloods fan. I only took one season off when they killed off Linda, Danny's wife. I couldn't cope. It was stressing me out. And now that the show, is it wrapped up already? I was hoping that when they wrap it up, that they would bring Linda back and said she was in Witzig, like she was in witness protection or something. And that's why Danny never hooked up with nobody else all these years. And they were doing it for her protection. And I wish that I could get through to the writers to write that storyline, because that would bring me so much peace and closure that the show could be laid to rest, right? Well, in Blue Bloods, the commissioner, oh, the God, the handsome Tom Selleck, that's, oh, that man, oh, like my dad, but Jesus, Lord, that man, beautiful. But I don't like him because he take all the water from California to wet up them damn avocado orchard he have out there. Okay. So the commissioner is always in this room when there's a threat assessment going on. And he has a big table, big dinner looking conference table thingy. And they have all the chiefs with their badges on them and their stripes and yada, 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 and the intel and da-da-da-da-da, and blah, blah, blah. And everybody's giving opinion. And, oh, yes, there was a, they're going to take out the subway. And they're going to... And I like that. It excites me, right? And so that's what I imagine is going on right now at the White House. I feel like there's like a war room or a situation room with a big table and all the chiefs are there. And I've always told you since the beginning video, since I started this series, that I feel like intel is coming from, Scotland Yard. Well, last night I saw another card reader and she was throwing the cards and she found that intel was coming from the Five Eyes. Who the hell is the Five Eyes? I'm like, who they? I don't know. So I had to stop, pause the video and go Google, right? So the Five Eyes, I hope I don't get the countries wrong. I'll check it if I think I'm wrong. Is 5 countries that made an alliance that they're going to monitor ish that goes on in the world, and they're going to feed each other intel as to what happened or what's going on, and so they can stop all these terroristic attacks. I feel like a lot of attacks are thwarted, right? So the Five Eyes is United States, United Kingdom, I believe New Zealand, Australia, and I think Canada. Let me check it. I think his handsome backside is MAGA. I still think he's handsome. As old as he is, he's handsome. No, I didn't like him when he was on Magnum PI. I thought he was too long and scrawny, and I thought his voice was too squeaky. I didn't find him attractive then, right? But I find him attractive as the police commissioner in Blue Bloods. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so let's see the Five Eyes. Why my sister texts me? Hi, Kathy. Thanks for coming in, sweetie pie. So I said United States, United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. Is that what I said? I think I got it right. So those are the countries in the alliance. And so she said they're getting information from the Five Eyes. So that confirms with me what I thought about Scotland Yard. And let's go back to Joe Biden's speech. I only saw it through another content creator's page. I didn't go watch the whole speech because that stuff was stressing me out. When Kamala came and conceded right away, and Joe Biden said right away that, we're going to have a peaceful transfer of power. And then he sent out the invitation for Trump to come to the White House. Oh, God. Ooh, that stuff gave me anxiety. I couldn't cope. But I'm coping better today because I have some actual ideas. So let's go back to Joe Biden's speech. When I said I only saw a little part of it, he walked out there with a pep in his step. He had on his big grin where all his teeth look like shark. Joe Biden teeth look like shark, right? And he didn't put his aviators on, but he might as well had put his bloody aviators on, right? And he had a big ass shit-eating grin on his face and talk about peaceful transfer of power. I said, Joe Biden loves this country more than he loves his own life. He when his first wife and baby died in a car crash back in, when was that? The 70s? Long time ago, right? He had just won as a senator and was going to be sworn in, and he had to be sworn in at the hospital bed of his two boys, Bo and what's the other one named? Hunter, right? And his son, Bo, the one that died from cancer, he fought for this country. Can you imagine Joe Biden? Because he's not demented. He's not feeble. He's in his right mind. I don't know why he was acting so feeble. Were they putting something in his juice? And you know what? They need to send Merrick Garland somewhere to go buy groceries, or for the meetings that they're having, they need to send Merrick Garland out of the room and tell him, go buy pizza for the crowd. He no need for being at that. Merrick Garland probably was going to make an awesome judge on the Supreme Court, but he's a piss poor attorney general, and I feel like he effed this up for us 4 years ago when he never installed Jack Smith right away. We're going to come back to Jack Smith. Remind me of stuff that I'm forgetting, because I'm trying to stay on the right, the narrow path right here. So I honestly believe that Joe Biden knows something we don't know, and as much as we want to know it, we're not supposed to know it because we are blab. I'm almost thinking sometimes maybe I shouldn't be talking these things back here, what I suspect. But then who to watch me? Nobody. The last video got over 300 views. So I don't know how that video got that many views, because it didn't even have like a really catchy title, right? Myrna made it into the room, right? So I think Joe Biden knows. I think Kamala Harris knows. There's a part, who sent it to me? My sister. God, I'm going to have to start saving these things when people send me these things, because I'm going to lose them as we go along. No, it's Jermaine. Jermaine that sent it to me. Jermaine. There's a part in here. Let me turn on the volume. I think he'd play music. Why I turn on this thing and Brenda come up on my feed? I think I want to block Brenda off of my thing. Every time I open my TikTok, it's Brenda face I see. Don't worry, Brenda. We're going to watch. Jada landed. Praise God. It says the first 41,300 over 15,000 from a person or multi-something candidate committee PAC will be allocated to the DNC. The next 3,300 / over 5,000 from a person / PAC will be allocated to the Harris for President recount account. Was she trying to tell us something? Is that always in there when you form these PACs to collect these money? The recount? Yes, girl. She got the money. She got the money. You guys go follow Brenda on TikTok. Brenda, drop your TikTok handle in here. Yay, praise God, my baby landed. Yay, praise God, my baby landed. Brenda, you know why I'm messing with you with that, right? Oh my God. So the thing says, what if there's a reason, my title for what's happening. So first of all, it wasn't supposed to happen this way. People use their free will to hack our elections, and this is not just us being petty and sore losers. If you are a MAGA of thinking, critical thinking, which a lot of them are critical thinkers. My dad's a MAGA, but my dad's a genius. He's smart. He's a MAGA because he's a narcissist like Trump. Okay, plain and simple. Everybody got their little reason why, right? But if you're a MAGA that's thinking like, damn, I wanted us to win, but I don't want to win this bad to where we're going to cheat. And then what happens in the next election? What happens if the Democrats hire their billionaire named Leonardo to come and have for we votes? What's good for the goose is good for the gander, right? I'm sure that the critical thinking MAGAs are thinking this, and Republicans who didn't vote for Harris, who might have sat it out or whatever. I'm sure they're thinking like, we did it this time and we got away. But what if they figure out how to do it too, right? So what if now the interim, this time period, however long it takes, either Joe Biden and Kamala Harris is going to be doing the investigation, and they're going to find fraud, and it's going to send things into chaos when they bring the evidence, because when they bring the evidence, it's going to have to be concrete evidence. Even for me, I don't want no bullshit evidence. Like, oh, maybe 2 votes Betroya, 3 vote. No, I want the concrete evidence. I want the audio tapes, the videotapes, the Morse code, the conversations going on between the people that I suspect: Leon Musty, Putin, Trump, um, Viktor Orban, Bibi Netanyahu. I'm throwing Giuliani in there because he had a shit-eating face when he said he's gonna win. He already knew the fix was in. Steve Bannon, Stephen Miller, it two picking them, the 2 boys, right? All of them are involved. I saw a TikTok yesterday where this guy said that he is so sure that Jack Smith has already impaneled a grand jury to indict Elon Musk. From his lips to God's ear. Thank you for dropping your link, B. Drop it again as we go along, okay? People go follow Brenda. Brenda is a big TikTok star, okay? So anyways, what if this time, if it takes from now till Thanksgiving, if it takes from now till tomorrow, the 11th, a lot of people think things are going to happen on the new moon on the 15th. The astrologers think some information is going to come out then. What if it's, when Trump gets sentenced? I think he gets sentenced on the 26th. What if it's Thanksgiving, which is the 28th? What if it's Black Friday? What if it's, I don't know, pick a day. What if it's my wedding anniversary, December 20th, because they have to pick the electors by then? I don't know when the hell the news is going to come out, but I know that it's going to come out. Democrats ain't going to lay down on this. This is not them old school Democrats like Chuck Schumer and then people like that, where do a gentleman handshake and believe, So the time frame, however long that we have to be covered by this freaking mist. Anybody see the movie The Mist? Don't give up, because in that movie they gave up and the cavalry was coming and they were just trapped in this stupid mist. So I feel like we're in a mist right now, us, the people who are on the right side of history, and I feel like the people whose vote got hijacked are lost. Like, what the hell? I voted for the first time and now this shit didn't work. I'm not going to vote ever again in life, right? And the MAGAs, the critical thinking MAGAs, are like, oh shit, I wanted him to win, but goddamn, he's going to do what he said he's going to do. Isn't that the song? God is able to do what he said he would do, right? Trump is going to do what he said he's going to do because he's got his handlers that's pushing him to do it, right? So now a bunch of them are waking up. You guys see the TikToks and the threads and the IG reels and the Facebook reels and the YouTube shorts with all these people being interviewed going, did you know what a tariff is? Those are funny as hell. Me have to pay that? No, I don't want to pay that. What? He's going to take away my Social Security? But he said that was safe. No, he's going to take away my Medi-Cal, but how am I going to go take care of my diabetes and my sweet toe? How are they going to, their reality is setting in for them. And honestly, I said I was going to laugh at them. I had every intention of laughing at them because I'm the kind of person that if I'm in traffic and you cut me off and give me the middle finger and you crash, I'm not going to stop and help you. I might get down the road 2 miles and call 911, but I'm not going to stop and help you because I'm going to be in a rage at that point and I'm not going to be able to see straight. Plus, I don't like to stop and help people like that because if you do anything to touch them and you injure them more, they'll sue you. So it's okay. You give me the finger, you could keep going and crash into the wall. I'm not stopping. I might even laugh at you. So I was going to laugh at them when I saw that the reality set in, but then the Holy Ghost just kind of arrested me this morning and said, don't laugh at them. So I made a whole post on Facebook. You see, Diane saw the thing. Hello, 27 Ave, my darling. How are you doing? So I made this post on Facebook, and I'm not going to go read the whole shit. But I said, because my sweet friend Jess called me today. Remember Jess with baby Joseph? Jess, forgive me. I didn't even check in on Jess. I've been checking in on Angie, and she's not even responding. Angie might be off on paid time off. Angie's such a sensitive, empathetic soul that loves animals. I told you guys she had to put a bear down and she dropped to her knees after she put the bear down and wept for the bear and prayed for the bear. And later on, she went into the forest and had a service for the bear. My poor baby. She made me cry. So I've been checking on Angie, but she's not responding. So I'm going to call her behind. I sent her this link. I'm going to call her behind when I'm done with this thing and say, you're not answering. You better answer me. I'm worried, right? So anyways, let's get back to the story at hand. So What if this time frame that we're waiting to hear something from the White House and from DOJ is the time frame when the critical thinking MAGAs are going to open their eyes and we're supposed to help them come out of the cult? What if? Don't cuss me out. I'm not trying to both sides thing. I'm not trying to get soft on them. I'm not trying to do any of that. But if it were my child and my child was in a cult and they said, my eyes are open and I see the wrongdoing and oh my God, help me, mom, I would say, yes, welcome home, prodigal son, prodigal daughter. Do you think that that's what we need this time frame to let them open their eyes so when the news come out, they will help us mitigate the chaos? Because they're going to be the ratchet ones that are never going to see it, the ones that troll us, the one that comes in your thing when they're not invited. Go to your safe spaces where MAGA lives. Don't come here. You know? Wow. Wow. Hi, Plumpy. Plumpy, you come back? See what Brenda say? TikTok is calling out a lot of groups who voted MAGA. One Hispanic young man is giving the phone number for ICE for people to call to report illegal immigrants. See that? You see that? If only if you believe they're genuine. All right, all right. Yeah, it's not like we're gonna go. Hi, thank you for the peace. Sent our way, Plumpy. Peace to you too. It's not like we're gonna go seek them out, and we might not even encounter them. We might not even encounter a MAGA that wants to be deprogrammed. But I'm saying they're out there because I see other content creators talk about their MAGA friends that are saying, "Oh shit, something's not right about this election. We wanted to win, but we don't want to win like this because we want to make sure that the elections are fair." A lot of the ratchet ones they don't care if it's fair or not. They said, we stole the last election and now they're going to steal this one. They don't care. And I promise you, we might have to suffer with them. We might have to suffer with them because if Joe loses Social Security, oh well, oh hell, we might have to go into the camming. Shit, I can't do. I can't even keep a straight face and tell you all that bullshit. I can't do no damn camming. Oh my God, we don't know what the hell we're gonna have to do, but we're gonna have to do something if Joe loses Social Security, right? And he's gonna decimate Social Security in 6 years. Well, let me take that back. He's not gonna get the chance because he's not gonna get it. Let me go into my mom really quickly. When my mom was dying, I felt, and this is just my feeling because there probably were other family members that were strong in their faith too. I just don't know. I felt like I was the only one strong in my faith, and I was the one that held everybody together. And I put on blinders, and there was no way in hell my mom was gonna die. I'm talking about the third time when the cancer wiped her out. Not the first and second time, my faith was strong and I saw her through, right? And this third time, it was there, and I trembled, and I had anxiety, and I was cold, and I was shivering, and oh God, I think about that time a lot, especially when the anniversary come along, and it's like I feel like I was the only one that held it together. And it might not have been so. Other people were probably there trying to hold it together, but that's how I felt through my own eyes, right? So that's my feeling. And I didn't let up. Not once did I lose my faith and say that my mom was gonna die. Not once. She ended up dying after a week. She ended up dying. I'm talking about the week that she was in the hospital before she died, right? Not when the cancer came back the third time. And that's how I am right now with this. I'm like a dog with a bone. Joe can tell you I'm the kind of person you don't want to get between me and my thought process and my ideas because you'll get run over. You just get run over. Joe knows if I get what do you call it thing a thing in my craw? What the thing? If I get a thing in my craw, what's the thing that I get in my craw? I mean, Joshua knows. He knows animals. You can't separate me from that idea. You're gonna have to bring me concrete empirical data for me to say, okay, well, my idea was wrong. If I have a suspicion that somebody is in the background talking about me, spreading lies, spreading rumors, and doing all type of shit, I cannot shake that idea. I met somebody through doing YouTube, and I really liked the person for many, many years. And the person was very, very secretive with everything that they did. And I wasn't like privy to all the secrets, but they were privy to all my secrets. And I couldn't bear that. So I just wanted to part ways in peace because I couldn't bear that. It's like, if I'm going to confide in you, then you don't trust me to confide in me. Why have to find out everything when it's over? You know what I mean? So it's calling on people to boycott Mexican restaurants in their neighborhood. You see, I don't really want this, because although a lot of Mexicans did vote for Trump, and Puerto Ricans too, because they probably voted early, before he called them garbage. Cubans definitely, right? So a lot of Latin people voted for Trump. We're not going to deny that. Trump always had his base. His base never left him. Only towards the end, some people said, I'm going to jump ship and not vote at all, or I'm going to jump ship and vote for Kamala this one time because we really need to save the democracy, right? He always had the white folks, the evangelicals that were going to vote for him. They never left him. And they have to come and confess to God that abortion is not really the issue. Because if you don't want them to kill an innocent baby, why are you going to let them kill an innocent mother who's leaving kids behind because she needs medical health? Like Jessica said, I would never get pregnant again a day in my life because I live in a red state, and God forbids the pregnancy is complicated, which it probably would be at her age. Then how am I going to get help? I'm going to die and leave my little baby behind. And that's the decision that a lot of women are making now, not to conceive. And I would tell every woman of childbearing ears that are watching me, do not put your cycle in those apps on your phone. Go get an old school calendar and write that shit down. The minute they track those things. Leon has Starlink out there. I talked to my uncle yesterday. I didn't call him because I didn't know how he was going to react to the news. But he was so depressed for himself and for us. Because Belizeans know, good thinking Belizeans know, that if we are over here suffering, they can't get nothing from us. Monetarily wise, box wise, goodies, whatever, trips, they can't get nothing from us. They probably not even gonna get a visa to visit. So he was very down. And I told him, cheer up, be of good cheer. They stole. And we're working on it. I don't have privy to the White House. I don't know any of this. But if you come in here and you tell me different, I'm going to block you, because you're not going to make me lose my faith. No, my faith is strong, just like when my mom was dying. And yes, she ended up dying, but I still don't regret that I was there for her, lifting her up, motivating everybody else. The one little regret I had is that the last day when I was leaving, the day before she died, I didn't whisper in her ear, Mommy, if you're worried about leaving us, don't, because we'll be okay. Because I felt like me saying that would mean that I lost my faith. And Joe says, no, it doesn't mean you lost your faith. It just means that you're grounded in reality. You're not just out there in la la land. You know what I mean? Well, Latinos think they're white too, Africano. Yeah, I don't know why they're listening. And I put that on Facebook. Stop fighting with these people. Stop hating these people. Stop hating white women, Latinos, and black men, because they said black men did it too. Because even though a little of every culture, the Native Americans voted for Trump too. But let me tell you something. You see those charts that they're showing you saying X number of these people voted for Trump, X number of these people voted. The charts are not correct. They're not lying, but they're not correct because the votes have not been counted correctly. It's been stolen at the tabulation level. Once they do the recounts, and in America, they only trigger a recount if it's close. That's why he did landslides, because he didn't want him to do any recounts. But we're not going to need to worry about the normal mechanisms of triggering a recount. They have the audio. I feel like I'm a fly on the wall in the Situation Room at the White House. They have audio. MI6, Scotland. Maybe I watched too much movie. Scotland Yard is like, look, this is Trump on the phone with Putin. This is Elon Musk saying, I'm going to do this. This is Orban saying this. It's probably have more people than we know. I feel like when the news comes out, they'll be crying and gnashing of teeth. And I just thought of something. I was going to tell you something, but a thought just hit my brain. I don't know. I don't think, I only have intuition. I'm never going to tell you I'm psychic, because I don't think I'm psychic. But I've always told you guys that I feel like when the news come out, it's going to be Rachel Maddow. That's going to come on MSNBC, because I don't watch anything else about them and Midas Touch. Maybe Joe might see it on Midas Touch first. But it's going to be Rachel Maddow. They're going to call her in off, because she only works on Mondays. And she's going to say, breaking news, yada, 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 yada. And I just thought she was going to announce that they found all this fraud and they have all these audio tapes and da 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 da. And this one, the one, the one, the one, the one, the one, the one. And you know, there's indictments sent out for this one, the one, the one, you know, Rudy Giuliani, blah, 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 blah. I feel like that's how the news is going to unfold. The MAGAs are going to clutch their invisible pearls. The ones that are of critical thinking are going to go, okay, frig, we knew something was wrong. What, Jesus Christ, what's going to happen to us now? And then the stupid ones are going to like, oh my God, stolen election. Yada, let's break up the place, bust up the shops, burn the buildings down. I'm telling you guys, I'm not trying to scare you. I don't even have money to buy food right now because I'm saving my money for Thanksgiving food. But I'm going to go before Thanksgiving to get everything else that I need, right? Get on the toilet paper. Just stock up and plan to stay home. Don't fight with none of them MAGAs out there. I told Jessica, stop fighting. Jessica been fighting with MAGAs all week to the point that I said, stop fighting with them. You don't even want them to know your opinion. Block them, delete them, quiet down, love your baby, love your husband, because that's what God told me this morning. You still have your husband right there in your bed next to you. He's holding you. He's loving upon you. Love him back. He's with you. You didn't lose him. Because imagine how my world would be devastated if I lost any of my loved ones in this house. Imagine. And my son Jory and his family, right? Imagine. Just imagine how my world would come crumbling down. None of this shit would matter. So the Holy Ghost said, don't worry about out there. I got this, boo. Relax. And if it don't fit, don't force it. Just relax and let it go. Remember that song from the 70s, right? Let me read this. Hi, Fly Boys. Welcome to the chat. If you're not a MAGA, you're welcome. If you're a MAGA trying to come out of the cult, you're welcome. If you are a MAGA and you're going to say bloody foolishness, we will block you. We won't even fight with you. A man asked his Mexican male coworker why he voted for Trump. The Mexican man said he voted for him so that he would see that Mexicans voted for him and Trump would stop hating them. What the actual F? Fly said, never, 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 never. Their mirrors lie to them, right? So, where was I in this conversation? The topic of the thing is, what if this space right here, this linear time right here, from now till when the news come out, because I do believe news is going to come out. What if that's the time frame that the critical thinking MAGAs are going to open their eyes and they're going to help us in this fight when the fight starts? Because it's going to be chaos. It's going to be chaos. They're not going to believe it. No matter what evidence they bring, they're going to say it's AI evidence. It's made up. It's this, it's that. You understand what I mean? So I don't believe we jumped any freaking timeline. This is not Fringe. I believe free will was used to steal this election. I believe there is an investigation going on behind the scenes. I hope Trump doesn't see this video because I don't want him to know. I believe we're not supposed to panic and wet with pants when Kamala conceded to keep the calm. They always do what's big. They always do what's the best for us. Kamala conceded to keep the calm because if she didn't concede, he would be up in his diaper saying, oh my God, stolen election. She don't want to concede. She's such a sore loser, yada, yada, blah, blah, blah. That's what he'd be doing. If Biden ever come out and do what they always do and say, oh, this is going to be a peaceful transfer of power, he would say, oh my God, he'd be up in arms. No, what he doing? He and Leon up on the phone to talk to Zelensky. Poor Zelensky. He have to dance like a hooker for these people, right? He doing the most. He think he's already the president. Bitch, you only elect. You still have to get these electors, and that's why we got 2 months after the elections to fix all this crap right here, right? So when they invite Trump to the White House, this is my thought process. Let me turn on this fan, guys. I'm feeling hot. Oh, while I'm getting up to turn on the fan. What? Changing today? Huh? This is my dress. My cult dress that Jada gave me. I'm gonna put all of you guys in my cult. Y'all think I won't do it? Watch me. I got chain on there. I look at this one that hurt my butt. And I agree with 27 Ave. I do agree with you. They are it's not even just an education thing. I think they lack common sense. And like Hillary said, they're deplorable. I could say it. I'm not a run for politics, right? Yeah. So what do you guys think? You guys think I'm crazy? Do you guys think that things are going on behind the scenes that we know nothing about and we shouldn't know nothing about because it's going to tip their hands? Oh, the thought that I had that when I was telling you guys that I feel like Rachel Maddow is going to make the announcement and then she's going to announce indictments and stuff like that. What makes us think some people are not already indicted? What make we think they don't already get the small fish thing? Jack Smith is still on the job. He hurried to wrap up the case with Judge Chutkin because that not going no way. But guys, God is not mocked. And if you think that Trump escaped all in case, he did not. Tish James is on that ass. Jean Carroll gonna get her money. He gonna get sentenced. He's probably not going to go to prison under Marshawn, but he's gonna get sentenced. He's not gonna like it, right? But the big kahuna is when they take him in cuffs for treason. I'm gonna put that out there in the atmosphere. You know, people will believe in the universe. Universe, you hear me? I believe in God, right? God, you hear me? When you see all of the, I feel like when Trump goes to the White House to meet with Biden, right? Check out the toilet again. Where he going? Think he going crap pan and tweet all the bullshit, right? I feel like Biden is gonna let his guard down, and that's when they'll take him into that debriefing room and say, "Look at all the evidence, Donald. If you don't want to go to prison for the rest of your natural born life and shit in your diaper in there for the rest of your natural born life, you better come out and tell your people then what you did." And he won't say, nah, Then the wigger is going to try to run. I've always told you guys he's going to run. Run to Ben Salmon. I feel like maybe they done the question he picking him. Am I just wishful thinking, guys? No matter what happens in politics in the US, my God works everything out in my life for my good because I trust. Girl, that's what I quoted at the beginning, right? And remember in Genesis, the story with Abraham and Lot, and when Abraham asked God if there's, and Bessie will correct me for the number because I'll get it wrong, if there's like 50 good men in the city left, don't destroy it, Sodom and Gomorrah. If there's 30, I think he got all the way down to 10, right? Sometimes I tell the story wrong and I say get down to 1. If there's one good man in the land, right? I think he got down to 10. How many people in here? 11. God, if there's 11 good people in this country, would you please turn this around for us in your son's name? We don't deserve to punish with them, God. Can you please just put them to an island by themselves and let them punish by themselves? Because we can't. There's no lesson that we need to learn that we haven't learned for the 4 years of hell we went through under the man jurisdiction. We almost, all of us almost lost our lives because of the pandemic, God. He wasn't looking out for us. They tried to kill the one man that was saving us, Fauci. You know, we don't need to. Why do we have to suffer with them? I always joke and say, I'm not afraid of the fires of hell. Why I do good in my life and why I believe and I'm saved and everything is not because of the fires of hell that I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of the goobers that I'm going to meet in hell because they're all dumb. Jesus Christ. Hi, Fly. Fly the flirt. Fly, you know me married? Fly. Me married for almost 38 years, you know. And happily in love with my husband. But you could give a compliment, I receive it. So anybody want to come up to the panel like Brenda, Kathy? My sister didn't come. I wanted my sister to come because she brings fire when she comes. this, and guys, remember, this is my opinion. This is how I keep going through the day. This is how I hold my head together to get us through this hell that we're going through right now. And I'm going to tell you guys the same thing. Do not attack these different tribes of people, these different race of people. Every race on this in this country voted for Donald Trump. The white, the black, the native, the Chinese, the Asian, the Indian, the this, everyone, and they voted for Trump because they had their own reason. He has his base. We never said the man wasn't going to get any votes. Not once did we say that the election was going to be a landslide. The polls kept saying that it was close. So then how did it become a landslide for the right? Give me a break. How come all of a sudden they stopped talking about election interference? Do you notice that? Right, right? Okay. Joe doing good. I don't hear Joe to cook out there. Joe better cook because I'm hungry. Joe, are you cooking? Oh, you know what he got out? Some fish. Oh my God, I'm gonna eat good today. I'm gonna go make the white rice. He's gonna do salmon and he's gonna like cook it in a little bit of coconut milk. It's not really a soup, it's more like a stew with okra. Oh my God. And that's what I'm doing too. That's what I'm doing too. I'm eating healthy still because you guys remember the last time I was like 184.4, I think. It's either zero point 0.4 or zero point 0.2, and I wanted to be 183. When I started, I wanted to lose 10 pounds in 5 weeks, but I lost 9.3 pounds. So from that day, which was Halloween, till the 27th, I think, is the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. So that's 27 days. So is that almost 4 weeks? I was saying 3 weeks, but almost 4 weeks. I wanted to lose 3 to 6 pounds. And I know that I was already 181 point something. So I don't know what 6 pounds would bring me to. So you see how I'm going a little bit at a time. I don't kill myself when it comes to weight loss because it took me a while. It took me like 2-3 years to gain back that weight. You know what I mean? So I don't kill myself when it comes to weight loss. I set a standard for the lowest and the highest. And if I meet somewhere in between, I'm good. But it helps me stay focused on not cheating, you know? And what does cheating look like for me? Eating more than 1,200 calories for the day. That's cheating. I eat anything I want, but I just keep it within the calories constraints. That's all I'm doing. So breakfast today was a piece of baguette and one bacon, no butter, no egg, no cheese. One bacon that Joe cooked in the microwave. It drained into the egg box that he cooks it on, so all the fat was out of it. Dry ass baguette, one dry ass bacon, and some watermelon. That was my breakfast. Lunch is going to be that fish that Joe is doing. I'm going to serve a correct portion of fish. The okra is going to be the vegetable, and the white rice is going to be the grain. And I'll eat some grapes with 1 tablespoon of Greek yogurt. It's not hard. I'm telling you exactly what I'm eating. I don't drink nothing. I don't drink no juice. I don't drink no milk. I drink water and the kombucha, and it's 4 ounces of the kombucha a day. So I try to do it with lunch, right? I eat ice cream. Not every day. I haven't had ice cream in a couple of weeks because I don't have the money to buy none. Anybody wants to send Barbara money? To send money to my Cash App. $, is it here? It's right on the damn screen. $ Bear Pantry Show. Your money will go straight into buying food. I'm not even gonna lie. So for dinner later, I might eat the same fish stew again. You know? Sometimes if we don't have no dinner prepared and time got away from me, because especially this week, how we've been going through torture with the grieving that we're going through. And I wasn't taking any solace in the beginning that a lot of people were going through the same grief that I was going through until I saw that my one little sweet card reader can't even come back because he's so devastated. And I was like, oh shit, people are taking it harder than me. I'm lucky that I have a husband and kids that lift me up. I'm lucky that I have, a sister to talk to that feels the same way I do, and friends, friends in real life. Some of you are the people I talk to when I call on the phone. I'm lucky that I have this outlet to come and discuss what the hell I want to discuss. And we're going to come on every day with our little thoughts and ideas so that it's here for the record that if it comes to pass, we go, well, oh shit, we knew. When he said again, no, you're going to get a wrench in the face, He said the Spanish people sold us out. I don't think so. A lot of them did vote for Trump. But a lot of them came over to our side and their votes are not counted because the votes got stolen at the tabulation. We're not gonna sit here and blame our neighbors and our friends and stuff unless we know for sure. Unless we know for sure that neighbor crossed the vote for Trump, then you could blame the ass after that. But I'm not gonna just go blaming a whole swath of people and we don't know how they really voted. You know what I mean? Because if I were to do that, I would be mad at the black folks. Because I see a lot of black folks on YouTube. Like I said, they're making good money. Somebody send me Cash App. Oh my God. I gotta go see who. I've seen the black folks on YouTube that think they're making money, that was all up Trump behind, that don't care about us because, like the one girl that I told you about, she's lesbian. And so she goes, I don't have to get pregnant. I don't have to get, worry about getting pregnant because I'm with women. Yeah, you could get raped. Duh. You still need mental health. Fly. My moderators don't play, They fling the wrench like nothing. Where am I going? Going to my Cash App. Let's see. Where the eyes? Ooh, girl, my Amazon stock is up. When are we gonna sell this Amazon stock, Carla? I can't find the thingy. It's Bessie. Bessie, you're such a sweetie. Thank you, sweetie pie. It's gonna go buy food for real though. I'm gonna go to Costco. Not tomorrow. They're gonna be not good. Holiday tomorrow. Okay, it's Veterans Day tomorrow, so it's a bank and post office. In Belize, we call it bank and public or public and bank, something like that. Holiday. So the post office is gonna be closed. All the federal buildings, yada yada, blah blah blah. The banks and so on are gonna be closed, and Costco. They take that day too. Okay. So I'll go to Costco Tuesday and pick up some fruits and vegetables. That's the most expensive thing on the eating plan. If I do any kind of milk, I do lactose milk and I drink half a cup of milk in my cereal. I put it on half a cup of my cereal. And I've only done that a few times in the past few weeks. I'm not really feeling the cereal, maybe because the weather got cold, right? What else? Peanut butter. I do a lot of peanut butter. Like if I'm not eating the bread with that one slice of bacon, I'll eat the bread with one egg, or I'll do it with 1 tablespoon of peanut butter. That's all. Those are my protein that I get in the morning. And at first it's hard. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't get headaches, but I got nausea. I got a lot of nausea when I first started, to cut the calories so drastically. But no, I don't get that no more. I'm doing good. I feel good. And after I eat the meal, I feel full. Whatever the meal is, I feel satisfied. So I think when I'm done with my weight loss, it's going to be a little bit difficult to increase the caloric intake to 1,500 a day. But I already know how I can increase it. It's going to be by adding some salad dressing here and there, some avocado. Those things are high in calories, right? Some more meat, maybe a little bit more meat into the thing. So there's ways that you can add more calories pretty quickly. So I'm not going to let that worry me, right? Oh, okay. DMV is state, right? Yeah. Look, anything that you think is going to be closed tomorrow is going to be closed tomorrow. Africano say, better sit down somewhere. You gone? Oh, shit. Moderators, I love you and I trust you. And anybody, because sometimes the computer is all the way here, so I'm not seeing the chat. I should start to steal Joe, what do you call the thing? His iPad. I've never touched, because everybody accused me wrongfully that his iPad was gonna be mine. Remember, he got it for his birthday, and I had to use all my money to pay for a friggin' fridge, and then use all my other money I was saving for Christmas to buy a goddamn water heater, right? And he got an iPad. Not jealous. He really loves his iPad though. So yeah, they told me that you gonna touch the iPad, that he not gonna get to use his iPad. No, I don't touch the man iPad. The man is using his iPad and enjoying his iPad. But I think when I do my live sometime, I'm gonna put it right here. Can I connect the camera to the iPad? I don't know. Can I use? Oh, I'm gonna check that. Can I use the cam link and the iPad and connect that instead of the Mac? Or maybe just go live on the iPad. I don't know. But you know why I don't want to do it too? It's the Marines' 249th birthday. Okay. You know why I don't want to do it too? Because then I have to log into Joe's Google account to use my YouTube. And that's going to create a whole set of nightmare, because I made a mistake of logging into my YouTube, my Google account to do my YouTube on Joe's phone one day. And ever since then, it just keeps going. Hi, baby. It keeps going into Joe's account. And every time I want to like log into something, it'll say, we're sending this two-factor authentication to your whatever Joe phone got, your Samsung 21, whatever, whatever. I'm like, that's not my phone. Why is it sending it there? Send it to my phone right here. What if Joan at home? I can't get my own damn two-factor thing. So that's why I kind of left his iPad alone. You know? All right, guys. Dean came back again. Dean slept in his new room last night, and he came back to get his meats out of my freezer. And he is so happy and grateful and all that good stuff. You guys, if you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, go watch yesterday episode. Is Justin here?
Yeah. Poor Justin.
What happened?
He threw out his back.
Is he okay?
Yeah, his lower back. He went to like put his shoes back on during TSA.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, oh, I pulled something.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. I want to come say hi. You guys, I'm going to end it because I want to go say hi to the guys, all right? To Justin and Dean and everybody else. Stay strong. Don't let this get to you. We are strong. Like what Bessie said, whatever happened, God will move it for our good. But we have a lot of people that we love that's going to be affected by this thing. And we ourselves might be affected if they take away the Social Security, right? So just don't lose faith. Just stay strong with me. What does it hurt you to stay strong with me? Even if it turns out to be the worst, at least we had this part where we're not falling apart like other people are falling apart, right? I always remember Cash Peters, the one that draws the pictures. He said he looked into 2025 and he doesn't see any chaos, any gnashing of teeth, no crying, no, just joy. Who ran on joy? Kamala, right? So just keep the faith, all right, guys? Okay. Cold tail stew with rice and beans. Lord have mercy. I wish I could get some what the thing is. So shoot. I can't remember the thing that I want. Oxtail. Is that what you're making? Oxtail? Because you said cold tail, you throw me off. Oxtail is expensive. The gift that Bessie sent me is gonna go buy fruits and vegetables. I'm not even lying. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm gonna try to come on at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Today I set it for 12:30 because I was ready. Okay? And then I still come in late. Bye guys. Bye.